Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back with a very different kind of project. So, as many of you know, I love, Happy Planner. I love planning. And so lately, I have been in the process of planning gardens and just a long list of things. So, I decided I was going to start a journal. Now, I'm thinking, yeah, this one hasn't been used yet. So, it is all pink paper. And I love that pink paper, but I may not stay with it. So, hang with me. I had pulled out two different kinds of backup paper. And I think I want to go with that graph paper. Let me see what else is. No, this is all just notebook paper. So I'm going to let that go. Now I can go back to the cart. I have a little cart of all my Happy Planner goodies. And I'm hoping, yeah, they're two different sets. So I am going to pull out, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of this, and then the rest I will save for another journal day. And I do like the pink paper. I'm not officially ready to give that up yet. But for today, we're going to work on this. So, anyway, so we're going to start here, and I'm going to have a section for... You know what? Now I know what I was going to do with that. Hold on. I think I am going to take some of this. So, well, I guess, no, I could write on that. Okay, I'm going to just use the pink. Sorry. I know I keep changing my mind. I have a section for things that I've purchased and when I plan to plant them. Then I will have a section of where I'm going to, where it's going to be, whether it be in the garden. We're building a garden area along our fence where the cattle are next door, and so we've bought these round cloth beds, and my husband looked at me the other day when they came in and he goes, I do not know how this is going to work. And I said, well, once they fill up, they'll support themselves. You know, it's just like the kiddie pool, you know, with the metal sides, you know, it'll support itself. And then what we're going to do is, if that particular above ground gardening works, then we will build sides around those, and then leaving that down on the bottom, and then we will next year put, you know, make them even taller. You know, we'll put more dirt in. That's going to be the deal. So anyway, so that I've got here, and then I will use this for composting schedule, the third section. So all right, so I pulled this. We're going to use this for the first time. Yay, I love this one. I also have this particular stick of books because there's flowers, and I believe there's even like to plant. Well, I mean, there's those flowers, there's gold, there's black. Oh, and then there's these kinds of things. So anyways, I also love these. So I grabbed those because it matches. And then I also grabbed boxes. So the one thing I don't have is I don't have circles. And yes, I can get a punch. Yes, I could punch it out myself. Hold on one second. I think I even have one here. Put it on the feet. Nope, that's butterflies. I was thinking that was a round punch. Anyways. Okay. You gotta laugh at that. That's pretty bad. Anyways. No big deal. I decided I thought I could use these hexagons. I hope there's enough here. But again, I just don't know that it's going to even hold that much information in it. So I may just go with these like big black, but we'll see. We'll see, because I have 6 of those big round ones. And yeah, so the first thing I thought I would share with you guys is first some of our seed choices. So I've been making my list. I've been checking off what I needed to purchase, and then also, like, I have one more thing to do, and that is to find a sweet potato, but I don't want to use seeds, and I don't want to use anything that's not organic. So I'm going to wait. I can't get sweet potatoes delivered here to save my life. It is crazy since we've been sick. So it's just been a real challenge. And anyways, you can use just regular sweet potato, and you can put it in a jar of water with toothpicks holding it, and half up, half down. And then when the startlings start to grow, you just cut around the eye and the vine, and that's what you plant, and that's your sweet potato plant. So that I'm going to do once we can get to a grocery store and walk in ourselves. And then tomorrow we'll be going to get compost. So, and I need additional buckets. I've looked at some, and ironically the cheapest place is Walmart. I know, 5-gallon buckets, who would have known? So I'm going to order probably a stack of 10 of them, because I'm not sure. I'm going to wait till we get to the very end, and then I'll do that. I've also decided on what I'm going to put where for this summer, and things I'm going to plant inside, and things for the fall that I want to start focusing on. And then I have these 2 huge pots that I put certain herbs in. So, alright, so the things I have purchased and or are here or will be coming are, I have several startlings. I have tomatoes, habanero peppers, jalapeno peppers, and a Scotch, it's a red habanero basically. And then these are all this is purple dark opal basil, lime aromatic organic basil, Genovese basil, and Italian large leaf basil, and lemon aromatic basil. So I have that. I also have 4 startlings from the grocery store yesterday, and 2 that were hydroponically grown in the vegetable section of Walmart. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get the other, so I went ahead and did that. So I have 6 of those to plant, and a lot of these will be planted inside. I want those inside the house. I also have the oregano, and I have 2 of the same hydroponic oreganos from Walmart. So those plus these will go into one of the large pots as we come up our steps. And then I have purslane, which is decorative, but it's also edible. And I believe you can eat these in salads. Hold on, let me see. Sometimes they say on these. It says, yeah, here you go. Thick, succulent, crisp, and refreshing greens with a slight lemon flavor that are packed full of good omega-3 fatty acids. That's interesting. Vitamins, nutrients, great addition to salads, sandwiches, and smoothies. So I bought 2 of those. I have never grown this before. I'm really interested to see how it grows. I always have a big pot of peppermint, and this will go right back in that same pot every year. Sometimes it'll come back on its own, and sometimes it won't. I also have butter crunch lettuce. This lettuce will be in our garden. And then I'm also ordering some, I have ordered some leaf lettuce. And some of the leaf lettuce will be inside and some of it will be outside. And that one is more of a green and purple, reddish leaf. So I'm excited about that. So that goes, wait a minute. Yeah, this goes outside. Or this goes to I'm separating them from pots, inside, and then outside gardens. I have some tomato seeds. This was a terrible way to send this, I have to tell you. I ordered this off of Amazon, and I was not impressed. So it's essentially, if you can see that, isn't that terrible? I mean, it really was. I mean, it's fine, but yeah. That was the one thing that I felt like when I got through. It was kind of like, well, that was a ripoff. I mean, don't mean to be rude, but it kind of was. Okay, so then these 3 are chives, and I will have 1 chives inside, and then the rest will be outside in the beds. So that's that. Let me see, do I have anything else? No, that's it down here. Like I said, I have already 12 startlings of tomatoes. I have red cherry pepper. I have yellow cherry tomatoes, not pepper, red cherry tomatoes and yellow cherry tomatoes. I have habanero, I have jalapeno, and I have 4 of each of those. And I'll go into that in more depth. And then I have that one of, it's either 4 or 2 of the Scotch red bonnet. So my husband loves hot peppers. Oh, and also I have serrano peppers. That's the other one. Okay, so let's get started. So my thought right now with you guys is I'm not going to go in here and relist this list. I will just attach this and or, do something different and put it in. So, yeah, matter of fact, I'll just do that right now. Because I want to take off that. And I do love the deer, but not for today. But I will save them. I will save the little critters for another project. So I'm just going to add that in here. So this has been my shopping list. And I'm just going to go with what I have because that's part of the memory, This is a part of the memory, and that's okay. And some of you are looking at that going, but oh, you could just rewrite it, it'd be so much nicer. Yeah, I could, but I'm just, you know, for the sake of time right now, I am doing what, well, that one I know is out because I can't get, I wish Scotch would come up with a better refill. Their 2 refill pack is the same as if you bought 4. It's the same price breakdown when you buy 4 of these, and it's such a waste because these are refills. These should be refilled, and their refills are too much comparatively. I know I'm being cheap, but anyways, okay, I think I'm running out of tape here. I don't know where all my tape runner is, but I don't want to make you go, oh, there we go. All I have to do is refill. See, and that's the one selling point for VTech. Now I make sure there's not, no, that's all full. You can refill it. You don't feel like you're wasting. So, yep, that one's empty. Alrighty. 2 seconds and I'll be ready. Okay, so we're just going to do that, and that's that. So I'm just going to add this. I am going to probably come around here, put a title, and decorate it. And this is our garden for 2020. Summer 2020. And then here is the part that I thought we would decorate today. So let me pull one sheet out, and we will do this together. So, are any of you putting in summer gardens? I would love to know about it. I didn't show you, but on my list I have things like, you know, this garden, fall garden, and then later in the season garden. You know, I have some things that are coming later in the summer, and they will be planted then. And of course, we have to have things that are like high heat, because we're in Texas. You know, it's just the way it is. So we are in Texas. So, okay. I think I am going to go with these, and I'm totally happy with it. Okay, I know it's weird that I'm not putting them, but I'm putting them on there. So let me think this through. I want some more color on this. I think I've got some paper right here. Hold on. Well, it has flowers. I do like that too. So let's see here. Let's see what we have. This is a real last minute thing if you can't tell. let me reassure you. I'm doing this at the last minute. And I also have ordered things to like climb the fence, you know, with our neighbor's cows. And so, anyways, it should be fun. Ooh, I really like that. Okay, that's the one I want. Oh, look at the flowers on the other side. That's neat. Okay. And that is not perforated. So I do have my trimmer here. Let me see if I can find one more. I like that one. Not sure. I love the flowers, but I don't think that's gonna work. I love the pink. And I love that too. So let's keep looking. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's see what's on the other side of that. Okay. Winner, winner. Okay, there we go. So we've got those two. I'm just trying to find ways to put color down. That's all I'm doing. Because normally I will be using that graph, but for this I'm not going to. So I'm just going to trim these little babies off. Their little dilly bob, and then we'll go from there. Okay, done. And then, let me see. I'm sure I'm going to trim this down again. I'm just not sure yet how. So, let's see. What if I did something like this, and then I had 2 strips on the other side? That's what I think I'm going to do. So, anyways, well, I hope you guys are having a good day. We are having a very productive one. I feel productive. I know everybody in my family feels productive, but I feel like it's been productive. I had my Bible study with Sojo Academy online. Man, I love those ladies. They are so encouraging. And the whole group is so amazing. And then I had, we had lunch. And then, and what do we have for lunch? Let me think. We had, oh, again, I went for some comfort food, and I made, my daughter made rolls, and we had vegan sausage, apple maple sausage, and gravy. I know, and it's really a light gravy because I don't put any oil in the pan. It's all done with like a spray type pan, you know, spray type, so you don't get that much oil. And then I did that too high. It's not going to come up because that is the permanent one, so I may just cut that one of these down. We'll see. But we then had, oh gosh, it was so good. So we had that, and because I was able to finally get us some more shelf-stable milk, we drink, you know, plant-based milk, and that was not easy. I mean, I've been on like a subscription list with Amazon. I thought I had those different. Oh, it's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. I may just put a sticker here at the bottom. That'll be fine. But we haven't been able to get milk, and I've been shocked. Like yesterday, we picked up our Walmart, and they did like vitamin substitutions with things that are completely unrelated. It was like, what? and I ordered some craft paper, literally craft cardstock, and I got half of it. Literally, I got 25 pieces of paper instead of a 50-page pad. And you know, I mean, there's just been some very interesting things that have happened, and so I mean, we're just making do with what we have. That's what we're doing. So, but I've also secured a place that I can buy unpasteurized, what do you call it, almonds, and I also have, for a while I could get oatmeal, and now you can't get it, but now I have also secured a way to get pasteurized almonds to make almond milk, and I am on a subscription for the other. I don't know if we'll get it, but we will try, you know, that kind of a thing. I mean, I get it. You get what you get, you know, and we're thankful for what we can get. I am not going to say anything differently. But because we have such unique diets, as you know, vegetarian, yes, but I also have a lot of GI tract issues, so everything counts for us. So yeah, I mean, that's just where we're at. Nothing major, just where we're at. So I have to be, and that's why we quit shopping with our local grocery store, because they were never filling our order. And matter of fact, it would say it was all there online, and then you go to pick it up, and it's not. And I've also since learned that some of that may be that the people who are pulling the orders are running out of time, and so they need more people. But we found Walmart to be far more responsible with wearing masks and social distancing than our local grocery store. And then we went to another grocery store in that chain, and I just trimmed that edge off. And they weren't at all doing what they were supposed to do. So I was not happy. I was just telling my husband, that is unacceptable, you know. So anyways, they weren't social distancing at all. There were no masks, you know, I mean, the whole thing. So I'm not going to worry about how I place these on here, because I can't place these the way we're going to place them outside, because it's a long, thin bed along our driveway. And that was there when we bought the house, and we had all kinds of beautiful antique roses. And then we got hackberries come in, and our sweet son decided he was going to clean them out, and he took out literally half the roses. So we have these big gaping areas, and that's when I told my husband, let's just put in a vegetable garden there. Because the place that there was a vegetable garden in the back on the property, sorry, I've got a little catch, it's not a good thing. I mean, we don't need to do that. It's huge, and we are not going to take care of a huge garden. Even when we had our older kids at home with us, yeah, no, nobody was super thrilled to be a part of that project. I mean, they were good at it. Especially our oldest daughter loved some of the, the planning of it. But when it came time to tending to the garden, no, they just didn't want to do it. And you know, I'm not here to make my youngest one do it either. And I will, of course, have my patio garden going and all that other. Now, the weird thing is, our HEB online says you can purchase like startling plants every single time. I put them in the cart, I pay for them, and then every time we pick them up, and they don't have them. So, my husband did go in, like I said, to that grocery store all garbed up, and, you know, masks and gloves and things like that. That one is still looking crooked to me. Let me fix that one. Uh-oh. And he was able to pick me up some additional basil. So I'm really happy he did. I was not happy at the time he was doing this. Because number one, we were supposed to be going for a drive. I just wanted to see everything. I just haven't been over in that area for over a month. And I just wanted to see what's going on over there, you know, kind of thing. And I think, now I've got it crooked the other way. Oy. But, hold on, maybe I don't. Maybe it's just me. Let me see. No, it's crooked. I definitely, you know, I mean, he was going to go in. He bought some fruit trees, and because he loves to put out fruit trees. He has lots and lots and lots of trees and bushes and things he tends to. We have grapes, we have blackberries. We, at one point, had blueberries. I don't think we do anymore. We have, oh gosh, oh, I tore it, tuck on it. We have peach, we have apricot, we have date, or fig, pardon me, not date. I have date seeds to plant, and I'm going to do that in little pots this next week. I'm just saving date pits from organic dates that we have bought. So, if you're wondering how do you get a date tree, just do, as long as they haven't been, you know, processed too much or refrigerated too much. And these were not. These were hermetically sealed. So I feel like we're okay. And anyways, but he has what we call a pear apple. We also have some apples, and we also have some other, I think, straight pear. But we have wild grapes they're called Mustang grapes here in Texas. I still have that crooked. What is wrong with my eyes today? I'm sorry, guys. And if I don't get it this time, we're going to let it be crooked, and I'll fix it later off camera. But anyway, so long story short, we have a goodly amount. And then he also bought a nectarine tree and 2 cherry trees that are a southern cherry tree. So that's that. And let me see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in what I have here. So I've divided everything into 6 because there's 6 round containers. And let's see here. So, and I kind of want to make the title, How Will My Garden Grow? I think it's kind of cute. But anyway, so I'm going to put in this one, spinach. Oh, this is not great right now. Marker. I've got some, what is it called? The lettuce. Okay, that's not it. It's here. It's a different kind of lettuce. I've got a butter crunch lettuce. I usually put little tails on those T's, but I know there's not enough room. Lettuce. I can do it now. And then kale. I've never grown kale. I've watched several videos on YouTube about it, and so, you know. So this is my first garden. And then this will be my second garden. And it is going to be hot, hot, hot. It's all the hot things. So it is hot peppers. And there's a lot of them. So we are going to have, and it may end up being just all hot peppers. We'll see. We're going to have serrano. We're going to have serrano. We're going to have habanero. I think that's spelled right. If not, it's okay. I think it's okay, habanero. And we're going to have jalapeno. And our habanero, we have 2 kinds. And then we're also going to have onions. So this Texas girl loves her onions. And I was able to get Texas onions, which means it can more than likely make it here. And then I've got garlic. We use a ton of garlic. and we put up a lot of garlic. So, okay, so that's going to be my hot, spicy bed, if that makes any sense. And some of the peppers I may put up on my porch, you know, because I have the little startling, so I have several. Then I have on garden 3, I have my carrots and my potatoes. Potatoes take a lot of space, so I'm not really sure. I think we're going to do it in layers. I'm going to plant some potatoes now, some potatoes later, and I'm hoping that whatever I don't use, I'll either put it in buckets. I'm going to get the 5-gallon buckets, and I'm also going to grow them in that as well. So, and then I may put in the sweet potatoes when I have time. So that's not 100%, but I know I'll have sweet potatoes growing. And I've got ordered some that are like the purple, and my potatoes are the same way. I think I got a Yukon Gold, and then later in the season I have fingerling multicolored. So you got the purple and the, you know, all the different colors. Okay, so number 4, I have tomatoes, because I will have so many. And then I have basil. And if you don't know, basil and tomatoes take care of each other. So you can always plant those together. I have down here chive, but I've got to be sure. And when I go back, I'm going to double check to make sure all these things can be planted together. I know tomato and basil, each one offers protection to the other one of their bugs and whatnot. So I've always put basil and tomato together. I will also have basil and tomatoes on the porch. There's no way we can't. We just have so much. And I know, you guys know I have arthritis, and I know there's a lot of question about tomatoes, but it is something I can put up for my family. I can do all kinds of things with tomatoes. I've canned them for years. I haven't canned in a long time, but for many, many years I canned tomatoes. And it's a really easy thing to can because it's acidic, so you can just literally water bath can. So I will can tomatoes. I've also got a recipe book I just bought, and in it they do like tomato puree. So that I'm going to do as well when I get, you know, because we're going to be in a lot of tomatoes, there's no doubt. Okay, and I will plant some of my seeds out here. I'm not going to put chives down till I make sure. Because if chives can't go with these, then I'll just plant them in pots. It's not a big deal. So number 5 is all my squash. So I'm going to have squash, and I'm going to have summer for right now, and zucchini. And that grows so easily here. Matter of fact, when we first moved here, we had this huge garden, and we let our squash get huge, and we were just so proud of it. We were like, oh, that's just wonderful. Look what you great gardeners we are. And we took some to our neighbor, and he's a farmer. And I don't know who told us. I don't think it was him. He was very kind about it. But we found out they get too seedy at that stage of the game. Now, we still used it, but they do get too seedy. So we will not let them get that big. The smaller they are, you know, even within that long, then they're more tender. They're just tastier. I also have down purslane. I'm going to make sure before I put it here, I'll put the purslane in here. And that's just kind of a leafy. And if it doesn't go here, I will put it up here with these. So, because these will all be this is my salad garden, if you can't tell. But I hate to give up spinach and lettuce space for that. Now, I will have some lettuce growing inside in my hydroponic garden, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So, let's finish this. So, my last garden, I want to put cantaloupe. I love cantaloupe. And that is something that grows very well here. And I always misspell cantaloupe. I think there's an E, but I'm not sure. So, anyways. And then I'm going to grow my sweet peppers. So I love, and my family loves red, orange, yellow peppers. We don't do a lot of the green because my husband, he's never cared for them, so we just took them off the menu years ago. But any of the sweet peppers. So, and I have, I think, the tricolor coming in seeds. So now, I would also like to put in here, so I still have to find a place for my purslane, and I still have to make sure that these two can be together, and either my purslane will go here or it will go here. And then I want to make sure my chives can go in here. So those are the things I still have to check. Now, when you get ready to plan your garden,